Kids, what's happening? For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Itchymoche. You can call me Itchy for short. And for those of you who have been longtime viewers, good morning and welcome. My topic for discussion today is, what's the fascination with 1% clubs? You saw some of the postings that I had on my wall of fame back there. Just some things I've collected over the years, memorabilia. Doesn't mean that I'm affiliated in any way, shape, or form with that club or any other club. Now, obviously not everybody is fascinated by 1% motorcycle clubs, but there are quite a number of people that do find a fascination with them. How did my fascination begin? Back when I was a child and I had a bicycle and I used to ride up and down our rural road when I was a kid, and I used to fantasize that I was a leader of the pack, that I had this motorcycle gang behind me. You know, and back in the 1960s, back in those days, that's what that's what my family called them, a motorcycle gang. Although 1% clubs don't like to be referred to as gangs, they want to be called clubs. Just a little word of note that I always throw in there. An MC club. So where does this fascination come from? As I got older, I used to put these posters on my bedroom wall. I probably got them out of old Easy Riders magazines, or, you know, I don't know, but I had them taped on my bedroom wall, and I could lay in bed and look at those and fantasize that someday I would have a chopper like that. And as I got a little bit older and finally got my motorcycle and started riding, it didn't take me long to connect with some 1% motorcycle clubs, which I was never a member of, never a patched member of, but I guess you could call me a tag along, because I did ride along with them. And I had some friends over the years that were actually members of MC clubs. I myself eventually became a fully patched member of Rolling Thunder, which is not a 1% club. But I was dedicated to that club for many years and followed very strict regime and order that made me familiar with how clubs operate. So again, I don't speak for any particular 1% club, and I'm not affiliated with any of them. I'm just making the discussion today about why is the general public, or some of the general public anyways, fascinated by these 1% clubs, and where does this fascination come from? Well, as I look to Sturgis, you know, and we look back to the 2020 Sturgis, when the Antifa was going to show up there and cause a big scene and a big riot. And then right away, the social media started posting these things that these 1% clubs were going to come to the rescue. They were going to come flying in there on their Harleys, and they were going to show Antifa where the door was. I found that quite interesting. Because in reality, these 1% clubs really have no interest of doing such a thing. To do so would put them right in the forefront of the media, and that's the last thing a 1% club wants. They want to fly down below the radar. Whether or not they're involved with anything illegal or crooked, that's another story. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but because of their lifestyle, because of their secretive, club life, they really don't want to be put out there in the forefront. So they weren't about to attend something like that would be blasted all over social media, not to include the interest of law enforcement, who would have been all over that. So, you know, they had no intentions of showing up there to kick butt with Antifa, although I'm sure some of them would have liked to do that. These clubs generally attract a lot of ex-military guys Not everybody in there is military per se, but a lot of them are. Because when they were in the military, they led a very structured, rigid lifestyle. They had that real tight camaraderie, that bond with their fellow soldiers, and it was very high adrenaline being in the military. And once they get out of the military and they come back to normal life, a lot of these guys still find a need to fill that void. So a motorcycle club is a great way to do that. They got the male camaraderie, they've got the strict regime to follow, and they've got the high adrenaline of riding in packs, tight packs of motorcycles at high speeds and living a wild life of partying and a kind of a disregard for law enforcement. So these 1% clubs aren't for everyone. Not everybody can commit themselves to that kind of a lifestyle. You have to give up family, you have to give up friends, you have to give up everything to completely 100% commit yourself to the club. And once you're in that, once you've committed to that, there's no easy way out. In a lot of terms, if you do go out, sometimes it's not very pretty. They can be pretty hard on people that want to walk away from a 1% club. So where does the fascination come from then? You know, it doesn't sound like a lifestyle is desirable to just everybody. It's just a small percentage of people that are drawn to that kind of lifestyle. So where does the fascination come from with the public? Well, some of it could be from shows like Sons of Anarchy, which portrayed 1% Motorcycle Club as a club that would go out and do dirty deeds for their community, for their city, for their town. And kind of behind the shadows, under the cover, they would go and do the nasty, dirty deeds and cover everything up like nothing happened. And I don't know, even though they were portrayed as really nasty guys, they were also had that portrayal of like superheroes, like they came in and saved the day. No, I don't know if that's really true in real life, if that's ever really happened with any 1% motorcycle clubs. I don't think they have much interest in helping out their communities. Well, I shouldn't say that, because a lot of them do a lot of good for fundraising for different causes and stuff, regardless of what their stature is. So the fascination from the public comes from a little bit of deceit and just not really being involved or knowing about the culture of these 1% clubs. They don't understand exactly how it all works. That's my discussion for today. If you've got some comments, and I'm sure you do, leave them down below and give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. Till next time, ride hard and die free.